Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for iOS, where today we're throwing another attempt at the Rajang that stymied us last time. Well, not last time, but last week. 2 episodes ago. This Rajang. And this time, I have gone and changed my gemming, so now I've got Guts, which I figure should help us at least a little bit. Had to get rid of my Reckless Abandon +2 to get it, so we will be doing less damage. But being more survivable seems good. Especially because this way, if we've got 60 health or more, we can't be one-shot. And getting killed from more than 60 health, I think, is most of what happened last time. So, yeah. Hopefully this makes it so that we don't get so many deaths. Yeah. Because if the Rajang doesn't kill us, then eventually we will kill it. They don't have that much HP. Yeah. And I've also brought a bunch of herbal meds just to use as additional sources of healing to make sure we can always hit that 60 mark. Okay, I kind of wanted that paintball to hit this jerk. Needed him to do more of that beam. The more he does that beam, the happier I am. Admittedly, not so much when we are putting a trap down, but thankfully he actually didn't use the beam when we were putting the trap down. Still, he did do damage to us, but he hasn't yet done an amount of damage that puts us at risk of death. We are no more likely to be one-shot than we were before, and we're pretty much exactly as likely to be two-shot. So, yeah. The amount of damage that was done to us thus far is not an amount I need to care about. And for reals, him doing more of those beams is pretty ideal for us. Ow. That punch hurt. Was kind of hoping to get out of the area, but I was a little inaccurate. And I think if we just use 2 of these, we ought to be fine. Yeah. And now he's mad. Ow. So from this level of health, a Mega Potion should be all we need. Though I think I'm gonna take an Herbal Med just to be, like, super safe. Though I might do it when he's not, like, super angry and trying to murder us. Like, maybe just going over here for another herbal med. That seems smart. Also, while we're here, I know we can't use a pit trap right now, but having it combined and ready isn't a terrible idea, I don't think. I do like how in this game it takes monsters a little while to react to having been hit if they're in their "I'm looking for you" animations. Okay, he is out of rage. That's good for us. Again, beams are great, just not when I'm setting down traps. Kind of want to hit the face, not the fist. Then again, it doesn't really matter too much where we hit him, because his whole body is weak. Do a beam. That was guts. And this is me heading in here to recover. So yeah, 1 Mega Potion and 1 Herbal Med is all it takes to get to 61 HP, and therefore be totally okay. Make Guts active again. More beams, please. Those are super helpful to me. Though I do need to watch out if I'm going to keep my health this low, because chip damage is a thing that could happen. Like, if he turns and his fist touches me. If that does damage, then it might bring me... Okay, I guess it takes more than just Mega Potion and Herbal Med. So, Mega Potion and 2 Herbal Meds. Let's do that. I guess Herbal Meds aren't 10. Because Mega Potions are 50 HP. That much I know. Or maybe I did actually take some chip damage in there, or... Who knows? I don't. Also, is there a map? I'm pretty sure I know how to get there. It's just I don't know the most efficient way. I'm pretty sure this isn't it, but we'll see, I guess. This area sure is plain looking. Just the one texture for the ground, and it's the whole ground in this area. I guess it's not really that different from any other area in this area or in this game, but like at least here we've got this little patch right here to break things up a little. All right, Jangles. It's you and me, yet again. Okay, bye. We spooked him. That's the story I'm going to go with. We spooked him. It's a spooked Jang. And it knows that we're going to kill it. That's what's going on here. Like, it expects us to win this quest, so we have to live up to those expectations. So cooperative. Would have liked to get more than 2 hits there. Okay, so yeah, chip damage is a thing we have to care about. That was made clear just now. Ow. I feel like I should probably grab just a little health right now. And he's giving us an opportunity. put this down because while pit traps can only be used when it's not raging, shock traps can be used always. Kind of wish I was prepared to take advantage of that beam. Because as I've said before, beams are great. They're a nice big opening. Did you have to jump over the trap? How about jumping into the trap next, huh? Oh, that was a little lucky. Considering we were under him when he actually got affected by the trap. And now I'm going to attempt to leave this area to sharpen. Because I don't much feel like sharpening directly in front of that thing. Just for some reason. But now we've got no traps, so we are left to just the openings he gives us. And that was guts. So we are still not safe. And we are still not safe. But now we should be safe. But I'm not going to sit here and find out. That's right. I need to not go counterclockwise around him. I say right as I continue doing exactly that. It's just... Counterclockwise is like my direction. It's what I do. But I need to not do it, or else we're just going to end up on that cart again. And that is not what I want. Thankfully, he should only be the 2 load screens away. That would be nice. Yeah, unfortunately, Guts doesn't really help us if we take another hit before I can heal. So, yeah. I need to try and make sure that Guts does help. Also, I need to not fight Rajang in spots where going counterclockwise is the best way to avoid walls. Like, I need him to be more out in the open here if I want to be able to go clockwise around him. I love it when you do your beams and they don't hit me, but, like, seriously, do them from places where I can hit you. Ow. So that's the problem with going clockwise, is that early punch is going to go basically just all over my face. And that was almost death. Almost Rajang foot-shaped death. And I am going to heal just as soon as he does something like that. And now we're good. We can take 2 hits no matter what. But we need to do a lot more hitting than we've been doing, or else this is going to end in failure again. Because I'm not allowed to cart anymore. And he is not dead. And unfortunately, Rajangs can't get tired in this game, so I'm basically relying on him deciding to do things like beams. Or using that move when we're too close for him to actually hit us. Stuff like that. Beams are good, though they're better when my thumb doesn't leave the touch screen and stop me from getting close enough. Ooh, that was close. Try and beam me. I dare you. That spin move is just fine if I'm behind him. I do not mind it one bit. Ow. I do mind those punches. They're not good for my health. Especially not when my stamina is low and I can't dodge away from them, but I was actually okay there, and now he's leaving. Nice jump, buddy. And now we're fine. So let's go through here, I guess. Thankfully, there don't seem to be any minion monsters around to mess us up. It's just us and the Jang. Okay, I was thinking it was going to be a beam, but it wasn't. Okay. We need him in a slightly more open area than where he is right now. This honestly isn't much better, especially not if I'm going around him counterclockwise. We've gone over this. It's not the right direction. Not if I want to live. Oh, if only I had just a little more stamina, I could have at least faced him and done a super pound. And that was just a miss. But this isn't misses. Well, it's not a miss. It was only one attack, so I guess it couldn't have been misses anyway. I just need to keep landing super pounds without letting him do much to answer them. That's all I gotta do. If I can do that, we win. And I know I probably didn't need that Mega Potion, but safety. Okay, we were not going nearly as anywhere as I had wanted. Certainly not as fast. So we took that hit. And this hit. There's the guts. Okay. Thanks for the beam. It's a nice opportunity to get out of here. Now we drink this. And then we munch on a couple of these. Okay, those do twice as much as an herbal med. That's weird, but I'll take it. That means just one Mega Potion and one herb is all it takes to be safe. Though we do need to make sure to avoid lava, because lava doesn't play nicely with HP. And let's head on back out if we can. Stamina is kind of an issue right now, as is moving along walls instead of where we need to actually go. So there's the Mega Potion, there's the herb. And here is the making of more Mega Potions. And there we go. Yes, please, more of this. Okay, you can be over there. That's actually great. That's the most open area in this particular area. Stamina. It's kind of important to have. I know I probably could have done at least one more attack, but not super safely. Better to just get the weapon out and be ready. Please, more where that came from. It's all I ask. That's not good. I dare say I'm going to try to sneak in here and use a cool drink. And then just kind of sit here and wait for our health to come back because we don't really have much healing. We don't have enough to alternate mega potions and herbs. So not needing to use either is preferred. Ow. Please no. I would have loved it if you did that when I didn't need healing. Good, he's out of rage. And now we are out of one-shot territory. Hooray! This strategy would be really, really ineffective if Guts was like it is in later games. Because in later games, it only works once per quest. But in this game, it works every time your HP is above 60. So yeah, in later games, this strategy would be impossible. Thankfully, this isn't later games. But then again, in later games, I would have more options at my disposal, and the Rajang would get tired sometimes, so... Honestly, it's a toss-up as to whether or not this game is actually making this quest easier. So does it only go to these two areas? Ow. I have such a hard time dealing with that. Like, zigzag rush. And I really wish he would just never do it. In fact, if he would just stay put and use some beams, that's what I want to see. Would have been nicer if I didn't miss with the actual super pound part of the super pound, but we got some damage. Ow. A bit more ow than I want to take right now. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Mega potion and an herb. And a paintball, because apparently we need it. Though I'm not going to eat the paintball. I'm going to throw it at him when we go back in there. I hope that was clear. Here, have some paint. Pink goes lovely with black and yellow. And apparently I managed to hit the face with that super pound. Don't ask me how, but it happened. I want to be going clockwise around him, but the wall is preventing the whole going around him, period. Why follow a hop backwards with a hop forwards? Just seems like you could have saved time by not going anywhere, Rajang. And I certainly would have appreciated it if you just didn't go anywhere. And there's some rage. And we've got this wall conveniently blocking our ability to circle him. So let's get some distance so that he's actually got to go somewhere if he wants to hit us. And that way we can circle him. Beam, please. Beam, please. Beam, please. Ran out of stamina. That is not good. I need to never let that happen because it could very easily result in death. And death is kind of not allowed right now. Thank you for the beam. I appreciate it, as always. Nice, rage is done. More beams, please. I don't like being up against walls. A beam, if you would be so kind. Thank you. More beams, if you please. Oh, okay, bye. Kind of sad to not see a limp, but then again, I didn't really expect to see a limp. Yeah, thus far, he's only ever gone between these two areas. Which is kind of annoying. Because it's 2 load screens for us every time. And we can't pop out in that area in the particular part of it that we want to actually fight him in. Because there's only one part of that area that's really big enough to fight him in. And thus, that's the only part of this area where we want to fight him. Also, he can use beams from the lava, which doesn't really help anyone but him. I like when he uses beams from places where I can hit him, at times when I can hit him. Beam, please. That's punches. I'm also not actually a huge fan of having my cat on this quest, because when he decides to do attacks towards my cat, when my cat isn't near me, then sometimes it puts it so that if I continue in the direction I was going, I'll be in his path, which is exactly the thing I want to never happen. Yep, I am totally okay with him doing spins when we're behind him. Totally okay with it. Also totally okay with beams. Also, depending on where we are positioned, when he does the back hop past us, it can result in me going from going clockwise to going counterclockwise, which we can't have. Alright, I want to exit to use this, but I need to not go counterclockwise around him to get to the exit. And also, stamina is an issue. And we're safe. And we're out of cool drinks. That's not great. But then again, supplies have shown up, so if our cool drink runs out again, we can just take the trek back to base camp. Oh, hi. That's not good. Having the chip damage happen is a little detrimental to our health. But now we're protected from chip damage for a while. So I need to just not take regular damage, and we'll be fine, right? That's how it works, right? Ow. Okay. Okay. Now, with this level of health, of red health, I think we probably could just sit here and wait, because I'm pretty sure that's more than 60. Yeah, that's got to be more than 60, because our max HP right now is 150. And that's very nearly halfway. If not, like, exactly halfway. So yeah, I think I'm going to just let my health recover on its own right now, because we are running a little low on healing supplies. Though again, there will be some of those if we go back to the base camp as well, so next time he leaves from the other area, I guess, is our chance to go back to base. But anyway, how are you folks today? I'm doing fine, if a little Rajang punched. But yeah, fine. At the time I'm recording this, Monster Hunter World comes out tomorrow. That's pretty cool. At the time this is going live, though, Monster Hunter World will already be out. Isn't that a thing? Time is weird sometimes. And we're almost to where I feel safe. Almost. A little more. Just a couple more ticks. And we're probably safe now. And he's out of rage, so that's just an extra bonus. Cat's position made it dangerous to go clockwise. Ow. Well, we're left at 1 HP without it being Guts' fault this time. Oh no! I don't like the zigzags. Don't like them. No, sir. I also don't like accidentally crouching when I meant to dodge. I would love to see my cat get a para on this thing, but it's not going to happen. The cat dies way too fast every time and doesn't get nearly enough hits in. Okay, Jang is leaving. Our HP is now back above Guts territory. And I assume we're going back to Area 4. Looks like it. So yeah, if Jang leaves Area 4 and isn't limping when it does so, then we're going to go back to base camp. Can you please not do that when you're in the lava? No, you see what you just did was do that when you're in the lava again. Way to dodge my paint, jerk. One of these days I'll hit it. There we go. Beam, please. That's a punch. You know, maybe going back to base camp right now wouldn't be the worst idea. If I can get out of here safely. Yeah, let's go back to base camp. Because if I don't get hit by anything on the way there, we get a free heal, and we get to grab more heals, and maybe some other useful goodies as well. I should probably use the bed before I use the item box. That's better. That's much better. Poison knives, huh? Could be a nice source of damage. I mean, we can only really poison him once, but even once is still damage. And it turns out if you do enough damage, the Rajang dies. It's really a top-level strat, though. Do damage to it until it dies. But hopefully we can make it work for us. I know I'd certainly like to. Never having to do this quest again would be A-okay with me. Of course, even if we finish this quest, we'll still have to kill one more Jang. Here, Jang, have a knife. 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 Fine, you can have 5. Apparently it took all 5. Would have liked to not take the hit, but we're fine. Especially if he decides to beam, then we're even better, but he doesn't look really inclined to beam right now. Beam, please. I shouldn't be charging up right now. My stamina's not high enough. Oh, sure, now you beam when I'm not close enough. And when there's a wall preventing me from circling the way I want. Oh, you beam twice. 3 times even. Dang. Not a beam, but I'll take it. Ow. Well, not very out. Just a little chip damage. Not enough to matter. Seriously, I missed with the golf swing. Would have at least been satisfying if it pegged him right in his face. Eh. I don't like the zigzag jumps. I don't like the punches when I'm that close. I don't like a lot of things that this Rajang can do. Like, pretty much the only thing I like is the beaming or the spinning when I'm behind him. Those 2 things are A-okay. Everything else, don't like it. And we can actually afford to use... Well, actually, if we don't use any more of these, then we've got a better chance, because... Oh, are you leaving? Because if we go back to the base camp and grab the last 3 first aid meds, then we will have 10, which is divisible by 2, and 2 of them is a 60 HP heal. So, yeah. Keeping more first aid meds rather than using another one right now is probably better for us in the long run. Of course, we don't really have much of a long run left, looking at the quest timer. Buddy, save your ranged attacks for when I'm next to you and can take advantage of them. And stop with the zigzag run. I don't like it. If only I wasn't trying to get to where I could actually fight him appropriately. We could have taken advantage of that beam. Not tooken. Come on. Beam, please. Beam, please. Beam, please. Hey, how about a beam? Bada beam, bada boom. Oh, now you're mad. It still weirds me out that Zhang's roar launches you without doing damage to you. Like, why would that be the case? Ever? Ow. Okay, maybe it's not a 30 HP heal per first aid med. That didn't look like enough to be 30. Well, maybe it is. I think I'm going to use 2 more just to be super safe, though. Because, like, I'm not allowed to die anymore. So I'm going to do what I can to not die anymore. Hope you can understand my reasoning there. Alright, buddy. Also, if you would be, like, kind enough to just heal over, that'd be great. I don't think I've been doing nearly enough damage, though. Ow! Like, if you could just start limping, that would be fine, too. I've got bombs for that. Been saving them for just such an occasion as him going to sleep. Because if I get him close enough that he starts sleeping, I'm going to want to finish it as fast as possible from that point. Hence, bombs. Buddy, we've gone over this. Beaming from in the lava is just poor form. Hi. Seriously? Through me? I don't like that he went through me. I think it might have brought my health below where I wanted it. So, potentially unnecessary healing. Ow. Well, now it was definitely unnecessary healing, because that didn't do enough to have gotten guts activated if we had been low enough for thing. Oh, I wish I could get to you safely. I'm going to go ahead and drink this now. There we go. And now we're back to megas and herbs. Whoa there. Ooh, I like knockdowns. I don't even mind not hitting with that golf swing because I didn't get hit by his slam. Though I do mind things right now. My health is a little low for me to not mind. I wish I was in a position to take advantage of that beam, or this one. But I'm not. Health's way too low. And I need to sharpen. And I need to repaint him. And I need to take a cool drink again. And he's leaving. Without limping, which is a bad sign, because we have less than 10 minutes left. And he's probably got more than 10 minutes worth of HP left. This is not going great. Not gonna lie. It is possible that I've been playing it too safe, which is not a pleasant thought. That I need to play less safely against a Jang. Yeah. That's not an idea that fills me with hope and confidence for the future. So, at this point, I don't think we can actually rely on being able to use our bombs after a limp. And yet, if we use them to get a limp, unless he actually gets to sleep, it wouldn't really lose us anything. But if we use them to get a limp and then he does get to sleep, then we will have lost time. Oh snap, managed to actually get a hit there. Of course, I also pissed him off, so it's not like we're totally a winner. Ow. Okay, weapon away. Wait for an opening. And health. But then more health because we didn't have enough. How would we even find a time to use the bombs before he falls asleep, though? That's a good question. When does he hold still long enough that I can use the bombs, or how can we drive him to a position where the bombs are? And I don't have the answer to either of those questions. Because if he decides to do a beam on the bombs, then they just explode and are of no help to anyone. And I need to make sure I get use out of my bombs. And wow, I dodged through that. Because if my bombs don't do damage to him, then it's even worse than him never getting to sleep, because then I'll have actually used the bombs to no effect. Okay, a knockdown is certainly long enough to use one bomb, but not both. And even the one is a little iffy if my weapon was drawn at the time of the knockdown, which it would be unless my cat's the one who scored it. So, yeah. Also, seriously, he landed on me. What a jerk move. I don't have time for jerk moves. Cat, if you'd be so kind as to hit him instead of walking away from him when he's doing something that can't possibly hurt you. I am amazed I didn't take damage there, and amazed that I managed to hit the thing before running out of stamina. That was just a bunch of things going well. Seriously, you had to hop that way twice to use a beam? I mean, sure, it keeps me out of range of hitting you, but, like, it's a jerk move. And again, I don't have time for jerk moves. I am almost certainly going to run out of time on this quest. I do not expect to succeed here, simply because time. Yeah, we've got 1 minute left to kill the Jang. It's not going to happen. Well, you can piss it off plenty, but... Whoa, what was that? Like, that wasn't even an attack. He just moved. There goes one horn. At least we have proof we've been doing something. I haven't been healing because we didn't have time. All right, we're going to have to take one more try at this quest. Though again, we're going to have another filler quest in between. And hopefully the third time's the charm. Otherwise, we're just going to fight the event fatalises, which I have no hope of beating because they have increased damage output and probably also health. But, I mean, it's better than not even showing them. So yeah, one more attempt on that Rajang next week. In the next episode, we'll just do some filler quest that looks like it could be at least interesting. And then if we beat the Rajang next time we fight it, then we'll do another filler quest and then try the arena Rajang, or the training hall Rajang, rather. And if we beat that, then we unlock G rank Fatalis. But if we don't get to that or don't beat it, then we don't. And then I do the events, I guess? Either way, join us next time for a filler quest. See you then, friends.